What is that song, Grant?
Gregory, I'm surprised. You mean to tell me the piano man doesn't recognize it? Catchy, don't you think?
I think it's beginning to grate on my nerves. If you can't hum something different, please be quiet.
Well, as you might have noticed, my repertoire is fairly limited.
Yes, I did notice that.
I've double-checked everything. It's all ready.
Excellent, excellent.
Once we've obtained the microfilm, we shouldn't have any trouble disappearing into the parade. We'll blend right in.
I'm counting on that, but once we begin to move, we have to move very quickly. There can be no mistakes.
Oh, there won't be.
If there are, I'm going to hold you personally responsible.
You know something? I think I'm going to go take a shower. It might be a while before I get another chance, huh?
Good idea, Grant. You have a while before checkout time. Enjoy it.
I intend to, Ida.
Creature of habit, isn't he? You'd imagine he'd have more important things on his mind.
If not more important, at least more pleasant, such as getting home. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to that.
We should have a farewell toast, especially for you, Gregory.
That's of no importance now. The only thing that concerns us is our escape. I'll save my toasts for when I'm standing on friendly soil.
I saw Sung Cho Lee.
Yeah?
He told me Scorpio had taken Celia into Haiping and dragged her all over the place looking for her. The woman had just rolled off an elephant.
Well, I'm not surprised at Scorpio. He's nothing if not a determined man. Unfortunately for him, he's completely in the dark on this. She hasn't the slightest idea where we are.
But he has Mrs. Putnam now.
For all the good she'll do him. He's wasting his time interrogating her.
Have you forgotten that Scorpio was here in our pavilion during the course of the search? Once Mrs. Putnam begins to describe the room...
What can she describe? A room with oriental carpets and pillows. And more pillows. Certainly that description fits a dozen different rooms in a dozen different Eastern pavilions.
Also, she arrived here blindfolded.
And she left the same way. She hasn't even seen the outside of the building.
So you think Scorpio would find it impossible to learn anything of importance from her?
Exactly. And what's more, she's going to mislead him as to the fate of her friends.
How's that?
We planted in her head very firmly before we let her go the idea that they were going far, far away.
That's ingenious.
Gregory has covered our tracks completely.
Yes. The only thing that I regret is that I couldn't be present while she tries to explain her experiences to Scorpio. I think that could be very amusing.
All right, where did they take you first? Originally, they kept us in a room that had a kind of a Moroccan feeling about it.
Well, how do you mean?
You know, a lot of pillows on the floor and not much furniture.
Well, that could have been the Gulistani or maybe even one of the Eastern pavilions.
Were there any windows? No.
What about noises? Maybe something that could have identified the location.
No, it was a very quiet room. What kind of food did you eat? It was good, actually. Lots of fruit, and not just your basic apples and oranges either. The whole atmosphere made us feel like we were in a different country.
What kind of fruit?
All kinds. In fact, Grant was eating your favorite one day. No, that was the second place, the Oriental room.
Oh, we already checked the Haiping.
I know.
Now, wait a minute. Let's go back to what my favorite fruit.
Well, that's what Luke said.
Luke?
Yes, he wanted me to try it. He said you loved it.
Well, you know, I have a lot of favorite fruit, not one in particular.
Not persimmons?
Grant was eating a persimmon, and Luke said it was Robert's favorite fruit.
That's right. Are you saying that's not true?
It is now. My favorite fruit, my favorite door, my favorite pavilion, Gulistan.
Grant went on and on about persimmons, and he wanted me to take a bite of one.
It's got to be Gulistan.
Celia, listen. Did Grant say anything else that could have struck you? Something that might have had a double meaning?
No, nothing in particular.
Well, what about, did he talk about any other subject? I mean, look, you've already said he discussed persimmons. Now, what about some other topic? Something that might not have been directly related to the situation?
No, not that I can remember, no. He was so cold, I barely even recognized him. It was like our prior life together hadn't even existed at all. He didn't bring up our memories that we had shared together, any incidents. Except Macbeth.
What about it?
We went to the play.
No, it obviously had some sort of effect on him.
It was the night Natalie was shot.
No, there was something more. Now that I think about it, it really was peculiar.
All right, what in particular?
The way he talked to me about it was like he was lecturing me.
Well, was it on the theme or maybe a character?
No, it was Burnham Wood. I guess that scene really, he liked that scene.
Interesting. What do you suppose it meant?
I don't know, but I do remember when Burnham Wood came to Dunsinane in the play.
Right, it was the camouflage for the soldiers.
Huh?
Now, do you suppose Grant is camouflaged as a spy, but is in actual effect helping us?
Are you suggesting that Grant is not a spy, or that he's some sort of double agent?
Well, if that's true, that's news to us.
What else can you tell us?
Oh, I don't know. I think.
Okay.
2 lives may depend on this.
Celia, listen. Now concentrate on what was said to you, Luke, and Holly. Forget about Gregory and the other DBX agents. Now look, if Grant was trying to get a message through, it's in something that he said to one of you.
But there just wasn't that much, Robert. He spent most of his time dumping on capitalism.
Well, that was just a front for party policy. He was trying to probably just impress his superiors.
No. What in particular about capitalism did Grant attack?
Just everything. The way of life it engenders, the culture, the music. He even went after a song.
What song?
3 coins in a fountain. He said it was a stupid tune. He hated the lyrics.
Oh, I've learned to love it. There's a fountain outside of the Gulistan Pavilion. That's got to be it. They've got to be there. All right, listen, get on the phone to Ballantyne and Ramsey. Find out how quick they can surround that pavilion.
You got it.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you for possibly saving the life of my wife. You and Grant, that is. If what I believe is true, and that Grant has in effect been feeding you with clues, then Luke and Holly are indeed in that pavilion, because it does have persimmon doors and there's a fountain out the front.
Then you think that he was trying to save us, trying to help us?
I'll let you know as soon as I get inside, but I believe so, yes.
But I thought that
I know. In 1 minute I'm telling you your husband's a spy. Now I'm trying to make you believe that he could be, in effect, helping us.
I have to think about this for a little bit. This is all too much to take right at first.
I know. I think it's about time you went home. There's a limo waiting for you outside. But I believe that's where Luke and Holly are. Did you find them?
Yeah, they're going to meet us at the expo.
Then let's roll. With a bit of luck, I can wind this whole thing up before the 4:30 deadline. And if I do, it'll be because of you and Grant. Let's go.
Yeah.